looking away to get things started. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Trojans will kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Turner. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll give it to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to the well. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds you, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, then he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Motion from the wideout. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Finds the big tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man, and some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, two former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Finds his big tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Gets it out quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown LSU! Great job by the back on the option.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gets the back moving, looking for a man. It's Fox. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finding open areas.
The returner brings it out to the 41, and the LSU offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Back open in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
LSU right back to the line. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on fourth down. He'll set up to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. He wants it all. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running behind that left side. They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And the LSU offense will take over. 1st and 10.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Fox. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep.
Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Throws to the back. Found a seam. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to throw it again. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Touchdown LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this linebacker is all over the field in run support. When they throw the football, though, man, does he have great vision, and he breaks on the football. Look at him using the hands. He had 2 a week ago. Throw in another today. That's a season for a linebacker most of the time. Great 2-game stretch for this LB.
Fires toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Back to pass. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed, and 2 straight incompletions. A big 3rd down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll go to the ground. Turns it on in midfield. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. Makes the catch. It's Watkins. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got his man on the right. They'll immediately call timeout. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that the rest of this game.
One more snap coming before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, Tigers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. The get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he's going to bring this one out. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now. And the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way. And that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Execute to their own standard. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go bumps. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
It's complete to the left. He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on 4th down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Back to throw, it's Fox. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long.
Here we go, sack.
From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em. And they hooked a W in this one. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything. All intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got three DBs, three corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a third and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Unloads it left. Got him downfield.
Gain of 18. First and goal, LSU.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO.
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Going downfield for the big play. Pulls it in down the sideline. Hits the crease. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. On the option. Now the toss. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Washington. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Dropping back, it's Fox. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They are going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly complete. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Quarterback in trouble, just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it, just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead and had a great day today.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.